Hi friend, I'm beyond excited that you're here for the 3-day work week trackers. My name is Anna Rapp. If we haven't met yet, welcome to the Heart Centered Entrepreneur Community. You're in the right place if you're wanting to work a 3-day work week, wanting to make multi-six figures, and you have lots of heart and integrity and want to show up well for the clients that you serve, but not at the expense of your family or your mental health or anything like that. So these trackers are essential because the less hours you work, the less quantity of hours you work, the higher the quality of the hours that they have to be. So this means when we do mindset work, number one, we're practically getting clear on what are the priorities in my day that I need to focus on, but we're also getting into a positive, problem-solving, creative mindset so that when we do show up in our marketing, it's super magnetic. When we are solving problems for our clients or for ourselves, we're really potent. And so I really attribute this exercise that I've done for over 5 years to all the big things I've accomplished, whether it's saving $200,000 for my house, paying off my debt, really anything I was able to do through this focus goal setting daily tracking method. So I'm so excited to walk you through it. I had been doing it on the computer digitally just because I was in seasons where I had lots on my heart and mind. But next year, my word of the year is slow. So I'm going to do the same 6 questions, but I've been doing them on paper. I've been doing them either on this or just in my journal. And I really think it's a game changer. If you are like me, wanting to spend less time with ChatGPT, less time online, just slowing things down a little bit. So let me walk you through the trackers. Okay, so the first thing I want to walk you through is the daily check-in. This is the daily check-in. It is 6 questions. I really recommend you answering all 6 every day. It only takes about 10 minutes. If you're starting this new habit, set a timer for 10 minutes and do it. You'll find that of these 6, it's kind of like a personality test. One of them you'll naturally love doing. One of them you'll hate doing. For example, maybe pour it out is super easy for you. You love to free journal and really write out and vent whatever is on your heart, however you're feeling, right? But maybe when it comes to the priorities, you really clam up, right? And you're like, okay, wait, I'm supposed to take action. What am I supposed to do? There's so many priorities. How can I narrow it down to 3 priorities today, right? Or maybe you're someone that it's really easy for you to write down your gratitudes and what you're grateful for that's happening in the world, that's kind of magically happening in your life. But when it comes to the wins or you owning what you did that you're proud of yourself for, you're like, oh, I really haven't done anything great, right? And so that's why it's important to do all 6 of these, because I find it's the perfect formula for putting you in the right mindset, for feeling good, but being honest with yourself and being able to take action every single day. I recommend, though, that you pick 2 that are your non-negotiables. That way, if it is a really busy day, you're at least able to do those 2 that you know will move you forward every day. And then I find when I sit down to do those 2, I end up just doing all 6, okay? I also want to say, shoot for doing this mindset work every day. Where's our tracker? Your mindset tracker is set when we go to the Pixel trackers for every single day. I really recommend you try to do this Sunday through Sunday, every single day, right? We have the days 1 through 31 of the month, and then this should cover the whole year. I say that because we want to shoot for every day, and I end up doing it like 80% of the time, and that's a win, right? We need to readjust in entrepreneurship how we see goals. In corporate, we really met all of our metrics, but we were really a big fish in a small tank. In entrepreneurship, we're a small fish in a really big tank, right? We're taking risks. We're going for these really big goals. One of my clients told me the other day, someone had told her like, oh, I don't know if you can meet that goal. It's going to be hard to do. And I said, it is going to be hard to do for the average person, right? But for an entrepreneur, we make magic and the impossible happen all the time, right? And so we need to see goals as I almost never meet my annual goals as far as my income, my mastermind goals, anything like that. But I'm always making more money every single year, right? Because I'm shooting like that, shoot for the stars and you'll land on the moon, or is it vice versa? But as you are making these big goals, that's what helps you take fierce action. When you shoot to do your mindset work every day, you end up doing it 80% of the time, and that's amazing. No one out there is doing mindset work 80% of the time. That is an amazing stat, right? And that's gonna move you forward. And so shoot for every day, but don't be unproud of yourself if you don't get a perfect track record, right? Let's stay with the daily check-in. Okay, so daily check-in, first one is pour it out, right? Just writing out this is what's not filtered, not edited. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. This is where I can be petty. This is what's irritating me, right? That's just the venting. Next is affirmations. And so going back to those truths of, if you're one of my clients, you know that we set in our dream day are really clear affirmations, right? The goals that we have, we put them in affirmation format, right? I am a fully booked coach. I have all my debt paid off. I have $300,000 in the bank for my house down payment. Whatever it is that's your goal, we write those affirmations out every single day to keep them top of mind. Writing your gratitudes, writing your wins, writing your priorities, and writing your surrenders, right? The things that you're like, I really want this thing, but I kind of have to just surrender it to the universe, to God, whatever that looks like for you. I write more detailed explanations on all of these on the Daily Check-In Digital. So if you want more in depth, then go there. The printable version, I really recommend you using a clipboard. I've really been enjoying this. Also, my kids have been using my clipboard, so it's a little bit artistic. But I think that having it on the clipboard is really useful for me, because if I'm not printing it on cardstock, it just makes it a little sturdier. And I like to kind of decorate it a little, but you don't have to. Okay, let's go over to the pixel trackers. So I have versions that are every day of the year. And then we also have our 3-day work week versions, because I believe for us 3-day entrepreneurs, I encourage you to work 3 days out of the week, 3 weeks out of the month. That means 1 or 2 weeks out of the month, you either won't be working or you'll be working light. I really feel like you can make multi-six figures in your business when you focus with your visibility and marketing and your sales actions. Consistency does not mean every day, right? Consistency just means every work day. And if you're doing the 3-day work week model, you're just working 9 days really out of the whole month. So that's what I have here. So this is the checker, like this is an example of visibility checker for 2026. And so we have January and there's 9 days. And so really you should be 9 days of the month checking in and getting visible, right? And so whether it's, you can do 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, I recommend to my clients 30 minutes 3 times a week for visibility. And then also 3 times 30 minutes a week. Isn't this cute? I made this one for next year for myself, for sales. I still do this, right? And as your business scales and grows, you are still going to be getting visible and selling. So might as well find a way now to like it, right? You're going to be doing different actions, right? Maybe for me, my team is pulling up sales emails that I've already written. And maybe for my sales 30 minutes, I am proofing those emails and rewriting them a little bit or tweaking them. Maybe I'm going in and looking at some data, right? But you're always going to be getting visible and you're always going to be selling. Your just actions might change over time. And for me, as a coach, I feel like my job is to make the action fun for you, right? Because I'll always love coaching. I don't have to have one of these for coaching, for our work, right? Maybe you're a website designer, you love designing websites, right? Like, we don't have to have a tracker for that. We just do it because we love it, right? But for the things that aren't as fun, right? Marketing, sales, whatever, it's safe for you to do things that are in alignment. You know, I teach heart-centered sales tactics, but also it's okay to make it fun in other ways. Like I put on my little foot massager when I do my actions. I drink my green tea. Sometimes I have a little chocolate on by my desk, right? And so I feel like these trackers are a fun way to do it. In my mastermind, when the women fill off their sales hours, they get bonus one-on-one calls with me. And I just want to say, like, it's safe for you to motivate yourself to do the things that you know are good for you, right? I also do some personal ones. I put these for you too in case you want. So more like long form journaling. I have my bedtime one because I try to get in bed at a certain time with my phone away. Really encourage you to don't do too many trackers, but do the ones that are the metrics that you know are going to get you to the goals that you want to get to, right? It's safe for you for the goals in our life that are important, but they're not urgent, like a trash can overflowing or like an email inbox, right? Like we have to make those actions as sexy, as enticing, so that you can meet your big goals. Okay, if you have any questions on this, feel free to email me. Also, make sure you join my one-on-one waitlist. If you are looking for intensive support, I offer a 75-minute one-on-one intensive. If you are looking for support on getting your 3-day work week off the ground running, whether it's you need a different, more leveraged offer, whether it's you need to redo your marketing and visibility plan, update your niche, I would love to help you in 75 minutes. Really either revolutionize your calendar or your offers and some of the strategies so that you can actually make the money that you want to in those 3 days as you scale your business. So make sure to join the one-on-one wait list because I always let those ladies know first when a one-on-one spot opens. And I'm just so proud of you. It is really such an act of courage to say, I want to work a 3-day work week, right? Like as women, we really work 24/7, 7 days a week anyway. So I feel like it's such an act of boldness to say, I want my work hours to fit in 3 days, but I still want to make a ton of money doing it. And it's safe for me to do it with lots of heart.